Well, a couple of days ago, Stern announced that their next pinball release was going to be based on the Uncanny X-Men. And now we've got our first look at what the machine is going to look like and what it's going to play like. In addition to that, Jersey Jack has also been teasing their next pinball machine. We're going to take a look at that and a couple of leaked photos. It's all coming up right now on Bill's Retro Gaming Show. Alright everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. If this happens to be your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscription button, click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put up a new video, give this one a thumbs up, and leave a comment below if you want to be part of the conversation. Well, let's jump in and let's take a look at the Uncanny X-Men from Stern Pinball. So after announcing that their next machine was going to be based on the Uncanny X-Men and putting out a teaser trailer for it, Stern have now dropped all pictures and information on their website for the Pro, Premium, and Limited Edition versions of the Uncanny X-Men. Let's take a look at what you're going to get with this machine. So Stern have released a new trailer. It's on their website and on their YouTube, so you can check this out for yourself to get a bunch of information. I'm going to play it in the background here with the sound down as I go through a little bit of this for you. I just want to read what they have to say about it from their website. And it says here that Stern's new Uncanny X-Men pinball game features a ton of X-Men. Wolverine, Professor X, Cyclops, Storm, Colossus, Beast, Rogue, Gambit, Nightcrawler, Jean Grey, Bishop, Kitty Pryde, and Magneto, along with a supporting cast of allies and foes. The adventure takes players to familiar X-Men locations, including the Danger Room, Beast Lab, the X-Mansion, and Genosha. Along the way, players will interact with fabled X-Men devices like Cerebro and the X-Jet. The Uncanny X-Men playfield is a unique pinball layout that features an array of new crossing shots and ramp designs with surprising ball trajectories to deliver kinetic satisfaction. The all-new Danger Room design located to the left of the main flipper offers a high-risk, high-reward experience that includes a mini flipper and a novel outlane spinner. Premium and limited edition models also include an all-new elevated captive ball very target themed as Beast's Lab. The Uncanny X-Men pinball game features a mechanically articulated Sentinel for the players to battle. The Sentinel's large robotic head changes its state based on the player's actions. In the Premium and Limited Edition models, the Sentinel rises from underneath the playfield and fights back by destroying the player's ramps or attacking the ball with its extended hands. The Uncanny X-Men game experience is masterfully illustrated in comic book-styled art by renowned artist Jeremy Packer, aka Zombie Yeti. Each game also features a custom X-Men soundtrack with diverse musical styles designed to immerse the player into the game's various time periods. The soundtrack was composed by Charlie Benetti of Anthrax and Pantera fame. The game's video presentation makes the classic Days of Future Past story come to life in animated motion graphic style. So that's just some quick info on what you can expect from the Uncanny X-Men pinball machine from Stern. As usual, they come in 3 varieties: Pro, Premium, Limited Edition, all priced accordingly, all pretty much what you expect from Stern in terms of pricing. I just want to take a quick minute and look at some of this here. I'm going to focus on the highest end one, the Limited Edition one, because I think that's got the most features to it, the most bells and whistles, if you will, and just a really cool looking machine. Of course, Stern does not make it easy for you to pull images from their website, but I think I can at least pull this one up so you can get kind of an idea of what to expect here. You've got to look at the image on the back glass. You've got your LCD DMD right here, which is going to play animation and all kinds of different stuff. You've got the speakers here. Now, the cool thing with the limited edition version is that the speakers do light up and the lights react to gameplay. Now, if you buy the Pro and the Premium, that's something that you can actually purchase as an add-on for it as well. I'll see if I can show you guys some better looks at the playfield itself. You can kind of see it here, and of course the front of the machine as well. All right, so I'll change my view to this, blow up the website. I think this is probably the best way I'll be able to show you some of these images. I just want to show off a couple of them here to give you guys an idea of what's going on with this game. This is an overall look at the playfield. There's some cool stuff that I want to point out, and hopefully I can find some close-up pictures to show off some of this stuff a little bit better. Like the Sentinel head here. The Sentinel head will pop up during gameplay, and then the mouth of it here actually breaks away. Once you hit it once, it pops down. If you hit it again, it'll bounce your ball back. You've got the Sentinel hand right here, which will actually grab the ramp and move it. So as your ball is coming down, it'll move the ramp out of the way so that your ball falls instead of going on the ramp. Neat feature in theory. Hopefully they've got that dialed in just right, because I can see that's the kind of play mechanic that can easily go wrong on a mechanical pinball machine like this. But in theory, it's a really cool idea. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out when you're actually playing the game. Now, down here is that little danger room area. You can see the extra flipper here. There's actually a ramp that comes down that will throw your ball into that area, and you can do your best to try to keep it in here to rack up additional points. Another cool thing that I noticed in the trailer is you can see right here where Magneto is. There's actually a little section here that's magnetized. As your ball comes into here, it will actually grab the ball and then randomly kind of toss it in a different direction, which is a really kind of a cool feature, something I've never seen done on a pinball machine before. We've seen, you know, magnets that hold the ball in place for a few seconds and then drop it and let it go. But this is a round area that will actually grab the ball and make it kind of bounce around a little bit before letting it go. So you're not really sure which direction it's going to fly off in once it gets out of there. And I think that's something really cool. Of course, this has got their Stern Connected feature to it, so you'll be able to save your scores on the app, participate in tournaments and different quests and things as you play through. So just some really cool features. On the limited edition version, they've got this Wolverine figure coming out of the back. You can see Colossus in the background here, so it's like he's throwing him. For those of you who are X-Men fans, you're very familiar with the Fastball special where Colossus used to throw Wolverine at the enemies. So you've got this here. Now on the Pro and Premium, they've still got a Wolverine here, but it's not a 3D figure like that. It's just kind of a pop-out figure, similar to how Colossus looks here, just a flat figure, but still kind of a cool thing. Now, a lot of the artwork here is meant to be themed after Days of Future Past, which is a very well-known story from the X-Men comics. So it's pretty cool that they are trying to incorporate that into this pinball machine. Here's a closer look at that Sentinel hand. You can see it you can see how the ramp is here. This will kind of come down, grab the ramp, and push it out of the way so that when your ball's coming down, it will fall instead of staying on the ramp. Again, interesting idea. We'll see how well it holds up in practice. Another quick look at the back of the playfield. You can see that Sentinel head here. Again, this will pop up, and then the mouth here will drop down when it's hit, and then there'll be something in there that will actually bounce your ball back if it hits again. That's probably also what activates the Sentinel arm when you hit that. Here's another quick shot of that area with Magneto here. You can see these little things here. Whatever they're actually called, these are going to light up, and these are, I guess, where the magnets are that are going to magnetize the ball. So when the ball comes in here, it will grab it, and then it'll just kind of stay there for a few seconds before flinging it off in different directions. And of course, this game is going to have all kinds of ramps in different areas that you can shoot the ball up into, things to hit and activate, and all that kinds of stuff. But there you have it. That is a quick look and some info on the next Stern pinball machine, Uncanny X-Men. Again, this is going to come in 3 varieties: Pro, Premium, and Limited Edition, just like so many of their other ones, with the Pro being the lowest price one, probably, I think, right around $7,000, and the Limited Edition, their high-end one, going for about $13,000. So, you know, again, pretty much what you expect, but I really like this one. First off, I'm a huge X-Men fan, so this is really cool to me, and I'm glad they went with an overall X-Men theme, you know, themed after one of my favorite stories, Days of Future Past. I think when people thought that they were going to be doing an X-Men one, a lot of people thought it might be based on the X-Men 97 cartoon. That does not seem to be the case here. It's based more along the comic and different storylines there. Again, focused on that Days of Future Past storyline and the many iterations that has taken over the years. But again, I think there are some really cool features on here, some things we haven't seen before, like that breakaway ramp with the Sentinel hand. Again, we'll see how well that goes. But I like that thing with Magneto where it grabs the ball and then flings it in different directions. I think that's pretty cool to incorporate magnets in a way that I don't think we've really seen before in a pinball machine. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you an X-Men fan? Is this one of their pinball machines that you're excited for, that you want to check out, whether you play in an arcade or whether you're a collector and get these for yourself? Or is X-Men a pass for you? But moving on, there is one other pinball game that I do want to talk about, and that's the latest coming from Jersey Jack. And of course, this is the image that Jersey Jack put out a couple of days ago to tease their next pinball machine. And for most people are thinking that this is going to be based after the Avatar franchise. Now, this is the James Cameron Avatar movies, not Avatar The Last Airbender, which I would actually prefer. I'm not really a big fan of the Avatar movies, but let's check it out because a couple of more images have leaked since this came out. So the first image to get leaked here is this one here, the corner of the machine with the plunger. And of course, you can see from the artwork here that it is absolutely going to be based on the Avatar films. Now, this picture comes from Kaneda's Pinball podcast. He was the one who got the leaked photo. And of course, this was also posted to Nap Arcade. So shout out to Kaneda's Pinball podcast and Nap Arcade for this picture. And then finally, we've got a couple of more leaked images from the Avatar Pinball Machine. Both of these come, again, courtesy of Nap Arcade's website. This is, you can see this blue whale-like creature. This is obviously something going on the playfield somewhere. This may be a flipper here, kind of tough to tell. You can see some lights and some pop-ups here, a ramp on the side here. So not a lot to tell from a blown-up image like this, just something to maybe give you an idea of the art style that's going to be going on with the playfield. And then another quick look at another area of the playfield. Again, you've got this kind of graphic novel comic art style going on in the background. You can see this ramp here, and it looks like underneath the playfield is a ball lock area. You can see 3 balls locked in place underneath the playfield. So something is going to drop your ball down and lock it into place, assuming for, you know, some kind of multi-ball feature as you're playing. All right, and there you go. That's just a quick look at some of the leaked images from the Avatar Pinball Machine coming at some point from Jersey Jack. I'm sure we'll get more information as it gets closer to them officially releasing, officially announcing this, so on and so forth. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What are you more interested in? What are you more excited for? Are you interested in the Uncanny X-Men from Stern or the Avatar Pinball from Jersey Jack? I know for me, it's going to have to go to X-Men because I'm not a huge Avatar fan. I just wasn't really excited for those particular movies. I haven't even watched the second one yet, if I'm being quite honest. But me and the X-Men go way back to my comic collecting days. So this is one that's pretty cool for me. Again, not in the market to actually purchase any of these myself, not right now. But I always love getting to check these out in the arcades. I recently got a chance to try the Jaws one from Stern. I thought that one was a lot of fun. It was the first time I had a chance to play that. Deadpool is one of my favorites. I've seen that in a few arcades. I love playing that one. So if I see this one out somewhere, I will definitely be excited to give it a shot. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Leave me some comments below. And of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do that as well. That's all for now, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Happy gaming, and take care.